Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. What started as just another quiet night in Weatherfield turned into a moment so explosive. It changed everything, and I mean everything. Alright, so here's the deal. Tension had been building for weeks between Theo and Todd, but literally no one expected it to erupt the way it did. Out of nowhere, Theo completely lost control and attacked Todd in a brutal, shocking way. And just when you think that's peak of the drama, George steps in. And when what he does next leaves the entire community stunned. So picture this with me. It's one of those evenings in Weatherfield where everything feels calm on the surface. But the streetlights are glowing, the cobbles are quiet, and nothing seems out of place. But underneath that calm, there's tension, real tension, the kind that's been quietly building for weeks. Resentment, jealousy, unspoken issues, all just sitting there, waiting for the wrong moment to explode. And that moment comes when Todd and Theo finally come face to face. Now, Todd is already not in a great place emotionally. He's been dealing with a lot, trying to hold himself together, trying to move forward, and then Theo shows up, and you can just feel the shift. The air changes. What starts as a conversation quickly turns sharp. Words get heated, accusations start flying back and forth, and you just know this isn't going to end well. And then it happens. Theo snaps, no warning, no holding back. He lashes out, and his connects with Todd, and in that split second, everything just freezes. You know those moments where time slows down? That's exactly what this felt like. Pure shock rippling through the air. But the worst part, it doesn't stop. Todd, completely caught off guard, stumbles, trying to regain his balance, trying to even process what's happening. But Theo is consumed, blinded by rage. It's not just a moment of anger anymore. It turns into a full-on relentless attack. And suddenly this isn't just about words or pride. Todd is genuinely in danger. It's intense, it's uncomfortable, and honestly, it's heartbreaking to watch. But then, enter George. And this is where everything shifts. George arrives and sees Todd being attacked, and something inside him just breaks. This isn't the calm, collected George everyone knows. This isn't the guy who keeps things balanced and under control. No, this is different. You can see it in his eyes, pure fury. The kind that doesn't come out often. But when it does, it's unstoppable. Without hesitation, he charges in. His voice is louder, sharper, filled with a raw anger that honestly catches everyone off guard. He goes straight for Theo, and the way he pulls him off Todd, it's not gentle, it's forceful, protective, like he's drawing a line right there and saying enough. For a moment, it feels like things could even get worse, like George's anger might clash with Theo's and turn into something even more dangerous. The tension in the air is unreal. You can almost feel it tightening. Meanwhile, Todd is left shaken, trying to understand what just happened to him. And even in that state, he notices George, the way he's standing, the anger in his eyes, the way his hands are trembling not out of fear, but because he's holding himself back from going too far. And that's the moment you realize this changes George too. This wasn't just him stepping in, this was him crossing a line. And once that line is crossed, there's no going back. Now, after the chaos settles, things don't just go back to normal. Not even close. The aftermath is messy. Emotions are running high. People start asking questions. What pushed Theo to this point? Was this building up longer than anyone realized? Could someone have stopped it before it got this bad? And at the center of it all is Todd. Physically, he's hard, but emotionally, it's deeper than that. He's dealing with the shock, the betrayal, the realization that someone he trusted was capable of something so violent. That kind of thing doesn't just go away overnight. And then there's George. Now he's left to deal with his own reaction. Some people see him as a hero, and honestly, it's hard not to. He stepped in when it mattered most. He protected Todd, but others, they are questioning him, wondering if he went too far, wondering what the level of anger says about him. And then, of course, there's Theo. He's right at the center of everything now, facing the consequences of what he did. And it's not just about Todd, he's dealing with the damage he's caused to himself, to his relationships, to his place in the community. But here's the thing, it's not just about one violent moment, it's about everything that led up to it. All the unresolved issues, all the buried emotions that were ignored until they finally exploded. As the days pass, the impact spreads. Todd starts trying to heal not just physically but mentally, and that's not easy. He's reliving the attack over and over again. The fear, the helplessness, it sticks with him. Even walking down familiar streets doesn't feel the same anymore. George, on the other hand, is at crossroads. He's questioning himself. Was he right to react the way he did? Or did he let his anger take control in a way that could have made things worse? And Theo is left facing the harshest truth of all. One moment of rage has completely changed everything, and some things you can't undo. This whole situation isn't just about a fight, it's about consequences. It shows how dangerous bottled up emotions can be when they are left to build without being addressed. Theo didn't just snap out of nowhere. This was something that had been growing quietly until it finally exploded. And George's reaction, that adds another layer, because while stepping in was the right thing to do, it also reveals how thin the line can be between control and losing it. Even the most level headed people have a breaking point. And for Todd, this is a defining moment. It changes how he sees people, how he trusts, and even how safe he feels in his own world. Honestly, this whole thing hit hard. I mean, watching Theo lost control like this. It's frustrating, it's upsetting, and it makes you wonder why no one stepped in sooner before things reached that level. But George, that really stood out to him. Because yeah, he was angry, but it came from a place of protection, and I feel like a lot of people would react the same way in that moment. When you see someone you care about being hurt like that, logic kind of goes out of the window. Still, it does make you think, where do you draw the line? When does protecting someone turn into something else? And Todd, I genuinely feel for him because the physical wounds will heal, but that emotional damage, that takes time, real time. In the end, this wasn't just a shocking moment. It was a turning point for everyone involved. Relationships have shifted, trust has been broken, and the entire community is left trying to pick up the pieces. But now, I want to hear from you. Do you think George went too far, or did he do exactly what he needed to be done? And what about Theo? Does he deserve a second chance after something like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I know this one has people divided. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around because trust me, the drama in Weatherfield is far from over.